Hello, everyone. Good morning, everyone, and how are you? This is Branco, all the way from Trimax Education Center, going to present to you all the solutions to these questions. And boys and girls, let's pay attention. These are past questions from the previous years, so we're going to look into it this morning. When you get time, I know by now you are all at school, and this is the only time I can get to explain also, so I'll put it on my YouTube account and then you must watch. And if you have any question, you just put on the comment section, and if you are happy, also like it and share to other learners so that our reach will be higher. Now, question 2 says a cyclist preparing for an ultra cycling race cycled 20 kilometers on the first day of training. She increases her distance by 4 kilometers every day. On which day does she cycle 100 kilometers? 2.2. Determine the total distance she would have cycled from day 1 to day 14. 3 marks. 2.3 says, would she be able to keep up this daily rate of increase in distance covered indefinitely? Substantiate your answers. That is question 2.3 for you. Question 3 says, consider the following sequence 5, 12, 21, 32. Write down the next term of the sequence. 3.2, determine the formula of the nth term of the sequence. Question 4, prove that a plus ar squared plus to the nth terms is given as a into bracket 1 minus r to the power n over 1 minus r, for r must not be equal to 1. There's a restriction there. And then the question 4.2, given the geometric series 15 plus 5 plus 5 over 3 plus dot. Yeah, there's an infinite geometric series, you can see. Can go on and on like that. Explain why the series converges. And then 4.2.2, they said evaluate the sum to infinity if n is equals to 1, 5 into bracket 3 to the power 2 minus n. Evaluate that. Now 4.3 says the sum of the first n terms of the sequence is given by Sn equals to 2 to the power n plus 2 minus 4. Determine the sum of the first 24 terms. 4.3.2, determine the 24th term, that is T24. 4.3.3, prove that the nth term of the sequence is 2 to the power n plus 1. So we'll be looking at all these questions now. So let's get to work. So we're going to start our workings now. Sorry for waiting. Okay, so we're coming to work. Question 2.1. 2.1. On which day does she cycle 100 kilometers? So first thing you as a learner you have to do is to write the sequence. On day 1, she cycled 20 kilometers. On day 2, it was increased by 4, so that gives you 24. That means day 3, it will increase by the same distance every day. So that will give us 28 plus ... We can keep our sequence like this. So one can tell this is an arithmetic sequence. So grade 12, this is an arithmetic sequence. I know you have been taught in your school, so I'm not going to start a fresh teaching. We will work on questions. So if it's an arithmetic sequence, what makes it an arithmetic sequence? It has a constant common difference. So our common difference is 4. You can see. So if you take T1, T2, T3, T2 minus T1 is 4. T3 minus T2 is also 4. That is what makes it arithmetic sequence, or in other books you say arithmetic progression. So we get 4, 4 as the common difference. So this is what we call arithmetic series. Now, because I put plus in between the terms, guys, sorry. There's a difference between sequence and series. In sequence, I should have written it as 20, 24, and 28. That is sequence. Then the moment I put plus in between the terms, I'm talking about arithmetic series. So in whichever way you write it, you are not wrong, because they didn't ask you to write it in series or in sequence. So now our common difference is 4. So for you to be able to solve and see which day, is it day 1 or day 2 that he got 100 kilometers, we need to find the formula for the series that we have here. And when you're finding Tn of arithmetic, we use the formula Tn equals to a plus into bracket n minus 1 times d. So if you use a plus into bracket n minus 1d, then your first term, which is T1, is 20. You substitute here, put your plus. We don't know n, the number of terms here. So it's n minus 1 still. Our common difference is 4. Now let's continue. We have 20 plus 4 times n is 4n. 4 times minus 1 is minus 4. So this gives us 4n plus 16. Why? Because 20 minus 4 gives us 16. That is our Tn. So we say therefore Tn is equals to 4n plus 16. Okay, that is the formula. Now we are asked on which day. So we were given the Tn. Our Tn is around 100. Substitute the 100 that they give you in place of Tn. And let us find the number of day, or the day in which that 100 kilometer was attained. So we have 4n plus 16. You substitute. Transpose 16 from the right to the left. The sign is positive. When it comes here, it becomes what? Negative. That gives you 100 minus 16 is equals to 4n. What is 100 minus 16? Guys, you take your calculator. Don't try to be mathematically genius. 100 minus 16 and confirm the right answer. That gives you 84 equals to 4n. Divide both sides by 4 by 4. Therefore, what is our n? Our n is equals to 84 divided by 4, 21. So this tells you that on the 21st day, is where you are going to cycle 100 kilometers. So on which day? So you say on the 21st day. Is when she will cycle 100 kilometers. So they were asking. So that is it. That's how you go about that work. So let's take note of it. Now the next question, which is question 2.2, say determine the total distance you would have cycled from day 1 to day 14. So we are calculating the sum of the first 14 terms in a nutshell. That is what it means. So we are looking at S14. S14 is equals to n over 2 into bracket 2a plus into bracket n minus 1 times d. Remember, this is the formula given to you on the formula page for the sum of arithmetic series. So we use this, although there are two formulas that is associated with it, but we will see along the line. So here our n is 14 divided by 2. 2 times a is 2 times 20. Put the plus there. And then you say 20 minus 1. Close the bracket times our common difference, which is 4. So 14 over 2 is 7. 2 times 20 is 40. Apply your board mass here. Do what is in the bracket. It gives you 19. 20 minus 1 is 19. 19 times 4 give you 76. And then we continue with 40 plus 76. 40 plus 76 gives us 116. So we have 7 into bracket 116 altogether. Then you multiply by 7. That gives us 812. So our S14, sum of the 14 terms will give us what? 812. 800 and what? And 12. Sum of the 14 terms gives us 812. From day 1 to day 14, you would have covered 812 kilometers. Let us not forget the distance is measured in kilometers according to the question. So we take note of the unit. Let's see. Okay, so that is our answer. We are done with question 2.2. Question 2.3. Would she be able to keep up this daily rate of increase in distance covered indefinitely? We will say yes. The reason is that the more she trains, the more distance she can cover. As she gains more stamina or more balance and stamina, organized stability. It depends on how you put this question. If you train more, you gain stamina, you gain balance, and you are able to run more in terms of distance. So I think, to me, she will be able to keep up with the daily rate of increase in distance covered indefinitely. Because in athletics, if you fail to train, then you cannot keep that daily rate of increase. But the more she trains, the more he gains more power to run more. That's it in athletics. So that's it. We end there. So That is the end of question number 2. We'll end here.